Did you know that Japanese students spend 40% less time studying than most people in the US, yet they consistently top global rankings for academic performance? It's true. In fact, studies show that Japanese students often study just 3 hours a day, compared to 6 or more hours in other countries. So how do they do it? How can they remember so much while studying less? The secret isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Japanese students have learned how to train their brains to remember better, with techniques that are so unique, many people have never heard of them. In this video, we're diving into the surprising methods that help them retain everything they need for school, without burning out. From ancient techniques like Kikibo to innovative approaches like Kaizen, we'll explore how these strategies can make your brain sharper and your study sessions shorter. Trust me, once you see these techniques, you'll wonder why you never learned them before. Stay tuned to discover how you can start remembering everything like a pro, and study less while doing it. Chapter 1. Memory Mastery. The power of Kikibo for mental focus. When it comes to memory, the Japanese have a unique way of organizing their lives. One of the most effective methods is Kikibo, a traditional Japanese budgeting technique that can teach you how to prioritize what matters. It's all about simplifying, so you're not overwhelmed by unnecessary distractions. By applying this to studying, you can keep only the most important information in your mind, reducing clutter. Kikibo isn't just for finances, it's a perfect tool for organizing your study routine. The idea is simple. Every day, set clear, realistic goals and review your progress. This method is proven to improve focus and efficiency. Studies show that people who break down large tasks into smaller, manageable chunks tend to remember more. The real trick here is prioritization. In a world where distractions are everywhere, Kikibo forces you to focus on only what's important. Japanese students use similar strategies in their studies, constantly reviewing and refining their approach. By applying this to your own routine, you can eliminate unproductive habits, making your study time more effective. By learning how to simplify and focus, you'll automatically boost your memory and decrease the time spent on unnecessary tasks. Studies suggest that people remember information 60% better when they organize their learning. This is how the Japanese have mastered memory, cutting out the noise and focusing on what matters. Chapter 2. The Art of Kaizen. Tiny steps, big memory gains. Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy that means continuous improvement, and it's one of the secrets to their success. In terms of memory, it's all about making small, consistent changes. By taking tiny steps every day, you gradually build better study habits that last. Japanese students use this principle to break down their learning into digestible pieces. The magic of Kaizen lies in the power of repetition. According to studies, repeating small tasks over time strengthens neural connections, making it easier to remember. In fact, a study from the University of California found that repetition improves long-term memory retention by 70%. Instead of cramming all night before an exam, Kaizen encourages students to study in small, regular sessions. It's not about memorizing everything at once, it's about building small victories that accumulate into big results. Research shows that spreading out learning over time improves memory retention, compared to last-minute cramming. Incorporating Kaizen into your study routine doesn't just improve memory, it makes learning less stressful. Japanese students embrace the idea that learning doesn't have to be overwhelming. So, take it one step at a time, and you'll find your memory improving in ways you never expected. Chapter 3. Shinrin-yoku. How forest bathing enhances brainpower. Japan isn't just about studying hard, it's also about balancing work with nature. Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, is the practice of immersing yourself in nature to reduce stress and boost your mental clarity. Studies have shown that spending just 20 minutes in a forest environment can lower cortisol levels, which improves focus and memory. Japanese students take regular breaks to reconnect with nature, whether it's a walk in the park or simply sitting under a tree. Research from Japan's Chiba University reveals that spending time in nature boosts memory retention by 50%. That's because being around greenery helps the brain recharge, making it easier to absorb and recall information. It's a known fact that stress hurts memory. In one study, researchers found that people who spent time in natural settings showed a 20% improvement in their memory performance. This is why Japanese students prioritize time in nature during intense study periods. It's not about how much you study, but about how well your brain can process information. So, the next time you feel mentally exhausted from studying, take a walk in nature. The calmness and fresh air will help your brain reset and prepare for your next study session. Remember, the key is balance. Work hard, but make sure you take care of your mind with nature. Chapter 4. The Japanese Secret. Bento Box. You're learning. The bento box isn't just a lunchbox, it's a learning tool. The Japanese use this concept to organize both food and study material into separate, manageable sections. When you bento box your study sessions, you break down complex information into smaller, digestible parts. This makes it easier to remember. Instead of cramming everything into one long study session, try breaking it up into smaller blocks of time, just like a bento box holds separate foods. According to a study by the National Institute of Education, breaking down information into chunks can increase retention by up to 50%. This method also helps reduce mental fatigue. By focusing on one part of the material at a time, your brain doesn't get overwhelmed. The Japanese understand that effective memory comes from focusing on one thing, rather than trying to remember everything at once. You'll be surprised how much more you can retain when you make learning bite-sized. Bento boxing isn't just practical, it's fun too. The process of organizing and compartmentalizing knowledge makes studying more interactive and enjoyable. Next time you study, think of each topic as a separate food item in a bento box. It will make recalling the material easier and more enjoyable. Chapter 5. Sumi-e Study. Paint your path to perfect memory. Sometimes, the key to better memory isn't in what you study but in how you study. The Japanese art of sumi-e, or ink painting, offers a creative way to approach learning. In sumi-e, every brushstroke is deliberate, slow, and mindful. When applied to studying, this approach encourages you to focus and take your time with the material. Studies suggest that slow, mindful activities like sumi-e can enhance memory by promoting deep focus. In fact, a study by the University of Tokyo found that mindfulness practices improve short-term memory retention by 30%. When you focus on the quality of your study, rather than rushing through it, you allow your brain to absorb the material more effectively. This method encourages creativity in learning. The more you engage with the material creatively, the more you'll remember. Try drawing out diagrams or associating key concepts with images, just like you would in sumi-e painting. This creative connection strengthens neural pathways, making it easier to recall information later. If you want to remember something, engage with it deeply and mindfully. It's about slowing down, being deliberate, and focusing your energy. Like sumi-e art, learning becomes a calming, rewarding process that boosts both understanding and memory. Chapter 6. The Power of Kintsugi. Fix your failures, learn from them. What happens when you fail at remembering something? In many cultures, failure is seen as a setback. But in Japan, failure is embraced through the art of kintsugi. This ancient practice involves repairing broken pottery with gold, turning flaws into beautiful, unique works of art. This idea can be applied to your memory. Embrace mistakes as opportunities to learn. When you forget something, don't stress out. Instead, see it as a chance to reinforce that memory. Studies show that people learn more from their mistakes than from perfect performances. In fact, research from the Journal of Educational Psychology suggests that making errors and correcting them can enhance memory retention by 40%. Japanese students embrace the idea that mistakes don't make them weak. Rather, they make them stronger. If you forget something, take a moment to review and understand why. Fix the mistake, and the next time you encounter the information, it will stick. Kintsugi teaches you that your flaws can become your strengths in the learning process. The key to memory is not perfection but resilience. Treat your mistakes like cracks in pottery that can be repaired with knowledge. You'll be amazed at how powerful your memory becomes when you stop fearing failure and start learning from it. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more creative and powerful learning tips. And if you want to take your memory to the next level, keep practicing these techniques and watch your results skyrocket.